This face mask is also totally edible too. So while you're letting it sit on your face, you can also have a little snack. Hi beauties, welcome back to Clareminded. My name is Claire, and today I'm going to be telling you about the cinnamon health benefits in Ayurveda. And I'm going to be showing you a couple homemade face scrubs that you can use for sensitive skin. So in this video, I'm just going to show you a couple facial scrubs for sensitive skin that you can use with cinnamon because it's such a great antibacterial, antifungal, and it helps exfoliate dead skin cells. So we're going to use it with a couple different facial cleansers that we're going to put on our face, give you a couple benefits of the herb cinnamon and a couple ideas of how you can incorporate it into your diet, your lifestyle, and just get to experience cinnamon on a whole new level. So cinnamon. Cinnamon, as most of you are very familiar with, it is a powerful, not only digestive herb, but an Ayurvedic herb that we love so dearly. It definitely carries a sweet taste, as most of you know, but it's also got a little bit of a bitter and pungent kick to it. It's a very warming spice, so it's great to have in the morning to help stimulate your digestion and your circulatory system. It's amazing. So mostly we use the leaf or the bark, and the bark actually happens to be a little bit sweeter than the leaf. The leaf is drier, which makes the leaf a lot better for the kapha dosha because it's got a little more of a drying effect, and the bark is definitely more better suited for the vatas because it's a little bit more moist and a little bit more oily. Cinnamon is pretty much neutral for pitta unless it's used in excess, in which case it would become too moist and too oily for the pitta dosha, which could cause aggravation. But overall, cinnamon is just a great warming spice for all three doshas. And the biggest thing cinnamon is probably known for, and what we use it for in Ayurveda, is stimulating that circulatory system. So if there's any like blood clots or any like clots or blocked channels in your body, cinnamon is such a great power herb because it clears those channels. It helps that circulatory system run smoothly and remove any stagnation that is in your body and essentially in your mind too. Cinnamon is really great because it's a little bit of a stimulant, so it kind of warms you up and activates your circulatory system. Okay, so the first face scrub that we are going to make, this one is a little bit more of an exfoliation, and all we're using is cinnamon and then coconut sugar and then just a little bit of water to kind of dampen the paste together so we can rub it all over our face and get that nice exfoliation. We want to take about 3 tablespoons of the coconut sugar, and cinnamon is super great because cinnamon has an antibacterial and antifungal properties which help fight acne and pimples on your face. It's really good for people with oily skin. And about a teaspoon of the cinnamon, we're just going to mix that together. And then add about a tablespoon of water, and then we're just gonna mix that together. The cinnamon also really helps cleanse pores and exfoliates dead skin cells. So this is gonna be really, really good on our face. Okay, so once you've created your little bit of a paste here, you want to apply it onto a little damp skin. So we're just going to kind of wet our face a little bit just to have a nice little damp. And we have our nice little coconut cinnamon mixture with a little tablespoon of water. And we're just going to put it on our hands here. Just a little bit, a little dab amount. And then we're going to rub it on our face here in a circular motion. Definitely wanting to get every area. Cinnamon also smells super yummy too, so it's not the worst thing to put on your face. And because this is an exfoliation and cinnamon is super good at getting dead skin cells off your face, you want to just rub it in for maybe about like 2 minutes, just getting it nice and exfoliated. And if the paste gets too thick, you can always add a little bit more water. And then you have a beautiful cinnamon coconut sugar face mask. Basically 2 ingredients there. Just add a little bit of water and let it sit on your face for about like a minute or 2, and we're just gonna rinse it off. Okay, so after about a minute of letting it sit on your face, we're just gonna use a cloth or a rag, or you can use your hands, whatever, and just add a little bit of water to it and then just rinse it off. And continuing to move in that circular motion. You can give yourself a little facial massage here. That'll really wake up your lymphatic system, which is great. Once you rinse it all off, make sure that you just add a little bit of toner. You can use a little bit of witch hazel, and then putting on some moisturizer as well. And remember only to do exfoliation about 1 to 2 times a week, because it really helps open your pores, and you want to spray a little bit of that tonifier, just kind of like seal it back all up, and then adding some moisturizer so you can live a nice like fruitful day and enjoy. Okay, so this facial scrub is for super sensitive skin. So we're using oatmeal, cinnamon, and honey. And if you don't want to use the honey, and because you're living more of that vegan life, totally cool, you can just substitute a little bit of water instead. So you're just having the cinnamon, the oats, and if you want to add a little water to kind of like make it into a paste, totally cool as well. For this one, we are going to use honey because honey has tons of benefits of pulling out some acne and pores and just really hydrating, moisturizing your skin. So this is a facial scrub for super sensitive skin because we're going to use that oatmeal. It's much softer than coconut sugar or any other a little bit of harsh of an exfoliation. So it's going to have a more of a gentler touch. So we're going to start with just a little bit of a jar, and we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of some really finely ground oats. You can ground them yourself or just buy the broken down oats already. And about a teaspoon or maybe 2 of cinnamon. I love the cinnamon, so I add a little bit of extra there. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of honey. And the honey is an awesome thing because it's naturally antibacterial. So it's great for acne treatment and prevention just overall. And it all, like I said, it's extremely moisturizing and soothing, and it also helps create like a nice little glow on your face. And the oatmeal is a very gentle exfoliant. It's perfect for sensitive skin. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, and it's also a little bit moisturizing, so it gives you that water towards your face so it doesn't get dried out. Especially in the summer, this is super, super amazing. Okay, so now that we have our beautiful little oat honey cinnamon mixture, we're going to just add it to our fingers. It's going to be a little bit clumpy. If you want it to be a little bit smoother, you can add a little bit more honey or a little bit more water. But because it's an exfoliation, we just wanted to keep it like a little bit thick. And remember, the oatmeal is super soothing, so it's totally going to be okay. And then just start rubbing it on your face. Remember, this oatmeal is super soothing, so it's gonna help with a little hydration. It's gonna be a little bit piecey. You can even fine ground the oatmeal a little bit further. So we're gonna let this one sit on our face for about 10 minutes. But just circular motions, start to rub it around your cheeks, your chin. It'll smell really good because that's cinnamon. And then after about a minute of exfoliating with the oatmeal, honey, and cinnamon mixture, we're gonna let it sit on our face for about 10 minutes before we wash it off, just to have that nice opening of exfoliation. Okay, so after about 10-15 minutes, once the oats, the honey kind of absorbs and dries a little bit on your skin, we want to rinse it off. So grab a little bit of a rag and pour some water on it, and then just start to rub it off just naturally. And doing it again in those circular motions. And then so once you get it all off your face, just add a little bit of toner and then put some moisturizer on so we can really sink in all these benefits from our gentle facial scrub for sensitive skin. So it's just an amazing herb all around. I would definitely highly recommend you to try it out, taste it, see how you like it, and start to incorporate it into your daily life. And if not, it's a great facial scrub that you could always use on your face. Thank you for being here. See you next time.